Here's a quick market update with what's going on.
Stay tuned!
Hi there, thanks for watching this week's video. It's Shirley with Shirley's Real Estate Group, John L. Scott, and my daughter Alexis.
And this is the BS Real Estate Show, buying and selling real estate. And we are here with more real estate news that matters to you. The answer to last week's riddle is halfway. The fox can only run halfway into the forest. After that, he is running out of the forest. My mom will be giving the first person to correctly answer this week's riddle a $25 Amazon gift card.
If you're emailed this video, click on the link in the body of the email that says watch on YouTube and put your answer in the comments section. Stay tuned to the end of this video for this week's riddle. I'm being asked how this coronavirus is affecting the housing market, what the long-term effect or what's going to happen in the very near future because of it. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home today, the need for information is very real because it's such a big step in our lives. The desire for clear information is even greater in the home buying or selling process. Given the current level of overall anxiety, we want the advice to be truly perfect. The challenge is no one can give you perfect advice.
My mom or an experienced real estate broker can, however, give you the best advice possible based on the information and situation at hand, guiding you through the process to help you make the necessary adjustments and best decisions along the way.
So we're starting 2020 off very strongly, and part of the reason is, as I'm recording this, interest rates are at a percentage point less than they were at this time last year. So we're in really good shape and demand is extremely strong, but we still have challenges with supply, and supply and demand is everything. The existing home sales report from the National Association of Realtors shows that overall the number of sales is up almost 10% since this time last year, with the South and Northeast leading the way with double-digit increases, but every region did well. On the flip side, that's the demand side. On the flip side, the supply side, we're not doing as well. As a matter of fact, year over year, inventory declines are beginning to increase. The past month is 13.6% for all prices. Houses under 200,000 are down 19%. And the inventory available between 200,000 and 750 is down 12%, and even houses over 750 are down 5.9%. The good news is, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, privately owned housing stocks authorized by building permits in December, which is the last month that I have, is usually adjusted at an annual rate of 1,416,000. That's a 5.8% increase above December of last year. So what we're looking at is more and more new construction is being built, and that's going to help us alleviate some of the inventory challenge. Zelman and Associates explained, with better than seasonal demand trends, tightening supply and interest rates near record lows, the pieces are falling in place for the recent lift in home price appreciation to increase further in 2020. So we're talking about increasing prices. The one thing that always comes up is, well, homes aren't affordable. And we do know that from a recent survey from CoreLogic, that the leading obstacle to home ownership is people's perception of affordability. Back in 2018, 30.1% of all people surveyed said that was the leading obstacle to them obtaining home ownership, the affordability situation. In 2019, last year, the number jumped to 40%. 4 out of 10 people say they want to buy a house, but affordability is the issue. What we have to understand is even when prices are going up, that doesn't necessarily mean it makes houses less affordable. As Mark Fleming, the first American chief economist, explained, when demand increases for scarce, which is limited or low supply goods, prices will rise faster. The difference between houses and other goods is that we buy them with a mortgage. So it's not the actual price that matters, but the price relative to purchasing power. How much of our annual income do we put towards the mortgage payment? That's the thing that really matters. What is our monthly payment? Historically, that number, if we go back, decades in time, comes to 21.2%. So about 21% of our overall income was put towards the mortgage payment. As you can see, because interest rates have been so low, that number has dropped dramatically over the last 18 months and today stands at 15.5%, well below historical norms. From the Black Knight report, they explained, still even with home price growths accelerating, as we said, prices are going up. Today's low interest rates or low interest rate environment has made affordability the best it's been since early 2018 in the last 2 years. Despite the average home price increase by nearly $13,000, the monthly mortgage payment required to buy the same home has actually dropped by 10% over the same span due to falling interest rates, and rates are continuing to fall. Black Knight went on to say that, put another way, prospective home buyers can now purchase a $48,000 more expensive home than a year ago while still paying the same principal and interest. A 16% increase in buying power. So houses aren't less affordable this year. They're more affordable, and more affordable than they have been in the last 2 years. With the affordability crisis we hear on different media sources, understand that the vast majority of those headlines are created in the rental market. So what we can see here is that historically the cost of renting, the percentage of income needed to afford the median rent, was 25.8%. That number is up to 27.8%. So the amount of income that you would have to take is much higher than you would take if you were buying a house. Plus, it's increasing over historical norms. Again, the number on the purchase side of 21.2% historically, and now we're down to 15.5%. And that's important because with interest rates low, with the percentage of home of the total income that's needed, now people have decided now might be the right time to purchase.
That was a lot to take in and a lot of information.
I hope you found this information helpful. I wish I had that crystal ball, but this is what I know right now. There isn't one recommendation that fits all, but I can help give you 1 or 2 approaches that I believe will be the best for your situation. If you have questions, we can set up a time for a phone call or a virtual appointment. We can also set up an in-person meeting, whatever you feel comfortable with right now given today's circumstances.
Here is this week's riddle. You are at a strange place, following a road that is now forked. You know one path will lead you to your destination, the other to do. Standing at this fork in the road are 2 men who know the path you need to get to your destination. You know that one of these men always tells the truth and that the other always lies, but you can't remember who is who. With only one question directed toward one of the men, how can you be sure to make the right choice and travel down the correct path?
Well, that's what we have for you this week. If there's a topic you'd like to hear about or an idea you have for a future video, please let me know. If you like the content we're putting out, don't forget to smash the subscribe button so you get our future videos. Well, that's
a wrap.
See you
next Tuesday.